Now, when you were saying giant pumpkins, I figured that the pumpkin would be like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought.
They'll grow up to 500 pounds.
No, I just assumed that, I don't know.
That was on.
I've never grown giant pumpkins before, so I don't know.
This is my first year too.
Hard to believe they're that small when they start out, but I guess everything is that small. Like,
Yeah. They were started 3 weeks ago.
definitely going to try to grow them though. So we have giant pumpkins that are grown here in Canada. Now, we've never grown giant pumpkins before, have no experience or no ability to even pretend that I know what I'm doing with giant pumpkins. So what I want you to do is I want you to leave some comments, some suggestions. The basic knowledge I have so far is each one of these pumpkins need their own little shelter and they need their own little greenhouse. But I was wondering if there's any great secrets. I've heard that you can feed them milk, you can feed them water, you can inject them, you can not inject them. I'd like to know from anybody that's ever trying to grow a giant pumpkin what the best way to actually grow it is, or what some suggestions might be. So if you have any ideas on letting me know how to make these as fat as I can get them, leave me a comment and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer my giant pumpkin that I have here, and it's still Atlantic, and we're going to transfer it into a bigger container. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the container, which is pretty good size here, and we're going to put some soil in it that I have right here. My little spoons in there. Now, with these giant pumpkins, they need a lot of water, so you definitely want to make sure you're always checking to see how much water it has. So, we have half the container full of soil, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my worm poop, which is right here, and again, I couldn't stress stronger to get worm castings if you have them available. I'm still scared to reach in and find a worm, but so far there hasn't been any in the bag. And I'm just going to sprinkle that layer right there with the worm castings. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the giant pumpkin out. I'm just going to put a little hole there. And yes, I did touch worm castings. Getting better at this. Doesn't disgust me like it used to. And let me tell you, it disgusted me. I think you lose your modesty when you're knee deep in chicken shit, like I was yesterday. And I'm just going to show you what the roots of this looks like. So as you can see, it was starting to get root bound, and that's when the roots are all entangled into each other. And we're just going to put it right there. And I'm going to try not to break it off or do anything with it. I'm just going to put soil around it. They will grow out. So we're going to sprinkle it around. And we're going to do it softly. You don't want to press down anytime on roots harder than you would press on your eyeball, because if you do, you'll kill it. So there we have it transferred. We're going to put the tag back in for we know exactly which one is which, because I have to transfer my other one as well. So thanks for watching.
So what we're doing now is we're getting ready to transfer our giant pumpkins. What we have here is the Dill Atlantic. We got them pre-grown this year for us, so what we're going to do is we're going to add soil into the pot. Don't worry about getting your hands dirty, I guess. It's not a clean job. We'll just throw this oil in up to a certain level. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add this worm castings, which is pretty much worm poop.
And it's great fertilizer.
It's great fertilizer. add a couple scoops of this. That should do it. Then what we're going to do, just mix it up a bit. I said don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Then we're going to take the plant out. You can see the root system starting to form, so we're going to keep that in the soil. Put that in there, like so. And then we fill the rest in with soil. Filled in nicely, and there you go. You put your tag back in so you know what you're growing, and you're good to go.
No, I already got it done. So what I'm going to do now is I have the second giant pumpkin that I'm going to try to grow. So I have the soil in there, and I'm going to put some worm casting in to give it a little boost, because it's the best fertilizer to use, and it's organic. But some people don't have access to worm castings. You can build your own little worm farm, and if you're into that. I can't even put a worm on a hook, so I definitely am not into that. I just buy them. I save money all over the place just where I can like spend money on stuff I don't want to touch, like worm shit. Don't want to touch it. Don't want to grow it. Support anybody that can, but that's not for me. So this is the other one, and this is what the Atlantic Giant looks like. And we're going to take the tag out, and I bet you it's going to be pretty root bound, because these guys love lots and lots of room. Yep, just what I thought. So there's the roots, and it's falling apart, and I don't like that. We're going to get it into the pot before I kill it. Can't kill it before I actually start to grow it. That would be just so sad. But if I do, oh well. It's like $3, $4, whatever it was. I'd be a terrible cheapskate if I killed it though. So I'm just going to put some dirt in here. Laugh at my buddy over there that's laughing at me. Ha ha ha. So, just gonna cover it up, and then we're gonna move to the next plant. And we're gonna put them outside in the greenhouse, and once they're out in the greenhouse, I'll show you what they look like watered and in their new home.
So what we have here is the Atlantic Giant Pumpkin, which is another species. It's from the same area, just a different farm grows them. So we're going to do a 2-in-1 video here. I already showed you how to plant the dill Atlantic, so I just went ahead and I pre-planted the Atlantic Giant, and now we're going to do video updates every now and again, just to let you know how we're doing. Of course, we're just doing this inside right now because we are waiting for the greenhouses to be built, so stay tuned for more updates.
So this is June 7th, and I just wanted to show an update of the giant pumpkins that are actually going to get planted today. So these are the giant pumpkins that we picked up on the 23rd. These are the dill Atlantic, and as you can see, they are starting to grow quite significantly. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take them out to the homestead and plant them in their little greenhouses and see how they do. They are looking fantastic. I'm very happy with the growth that they've made, and I think the worm castings definitely helped. Gave them that little extra boost. Like as you can see, this one has a few flowers that are actually look like it's about to start. So actually they might be leaves. I've never grown these before, so I'm not quite sure. So this is the first attempt. So, and I have a few more over there in the greenhouse. Now if you've ever grown these before, leave me a message and let me know how it worked for you. Thanks for watching. So we're in the greenhouse and we're just digging a hole for the giant pumpkin. I'm just gonna fast forward to where the hole is nice and dug. Oh, the roots on it are wonderful.
Yeah.
As you can hear in the background, the chickens have gotten out yet again. Little escape artists. It's probably deep enough. Which one?
What?
How you gonna do your holes?
When we get back to the house, I need your scribbler.
I'm
going to drop a plan for the watering system.
Yeah, okay. They have increased in size though, eh?
Yeah. They survived this long. As you can see here, the roots are settled nicely. So this is always a promising sign. And we're probably not going to get the big one this year, but it's worth a try. This is our first year, so if you're actually looking to try this for yourself in your local Cape Breton, all you have to do is go to Hank's Farm, and they got some pre-planted for you. So just keep that in mind.
That one's doing better than the other two.
Yeah. See how the grub's growing in here too.
There's just enough room to stand, eh?
What this here is, it's a special fertilized combination. We got it from Hank's Farm when we picked up the giant pumpkins. And what we do is we mix it 50-50. So we're just going to add some water in with it. That should be enough to do them for now. and it turns into a lighter green when you mix it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go feed some plants.
So what we're going to do now is water the giant pumpkins. And they need lots of water. And as you can see, the soil in here is rather dry due to the fact that we made it that way. They'll be happy to have the drink for sure. Perfect.
Alright, just stay tuned for the next update on these.